My presentation on substance use in Russia. Russia has large drug problem with few governmental programs available for drug users. Russia has a culture of harsh retribution to drug treatment, which is supported widely throughout the country. A group called the City Without Drugs locks addicts up and has them withdraw cold turkey in an attempt to mitigate drug use. This group forces users to quit, and once they've gone through withdrawals and are calm, they're allowed to go home. Russia has harsh laws against drug use with little help for individuals to get better and help the source of the problem. 30.9% of Russian adults use tobacco, 50.9% of them being men and 14.3% women, nearly all of whom smoke cigarettes. 0.4% of adults use smokeless tobacco and 2.8% smoke water pipe tobacco. About 17% of boys and 10% of girls at age 15 smoke in the Russian Federation. 30% of these boys and 22% of these girls smokers report starting at age 13 or younger. The largest share of smokers in Russia in 2020 were aged between 40 and 44 years old. In this group, approximately 30% smoke daily and 3% consume tobacco rarely. Among the population older than 80 years, nearly 2% smoke daily. For alcohol consumption, Russia has declined in its alcohol usage by about 40% since 2003 through social initiatives to promote healthy lifestyles, but Russia still has one of the highest levels of tobacco consumption anywhere in the world. It is said that the average Russian over the age of 15 years old drinks about 11 liters or almost 3 gallons of pure ethanol per year. For drug abuse, the National Institute of Drug Abuse says that some researchers estimate that there are between 4 to 6 million people who use drugs regularly. In other words, the drug abuse has risen up to 40%. It's not the highest rate in the world, but the upsurge of drug abuse in Russia is a troublesome problem for Russia. One of the reasons these high rates of drug abuse in Russia is that there is no effective drug policy and not many governmental programs. The main cause for the current situation is the traditional approach to the problem. In Russia, addiction is still treated as mostly a medical problem. That's why the main emphasis in treatment has shifted toward a short term from 1 to 2 months of inpatient program and subsequent outpatient psychological consulting. Social workers and or psychologists specializing in long-term programs do not exist. Deaths in Russia from drug-related causes jumped 60% in 2020 compared to a year earlier. 7,316 people died in 2019 from drug overdoses, up from 4,569 deaths the year earlier. In 2020, 50,400 people also died from alcohol-related causes. For the connection to drugs and health issues, Russia has one of the world's largest populations of people who inject drugs. Estimated at over 1.8 million, and HIV has been a rapidly growing epidemic in the St. Petersburg community particularly. To remedy the issue of drug and alcohol dependence, I suggest that there be more governmental programs to aid these people with mental health disorders like depression that could lead to the use of these substances, alongside more advertising such as how the Montana Meth Project advertises to show the detriments that come along with substance abuse as primary prevention. I also suggest there be more governmental programs for individuals with existing substance abuse issues to gain help from their communities and a more patient-centered healthcare setting with a higher standard of mental health screenings in order to achieve secondary prevention. Thank you very much. Oh, and here are my references.